If you're trying to lose fat, but nothing you do seems to actually stick, this is probably why. And I want you to be honest with yourself for a second. Have you ever started a diet, you've got motivated, done everything perfectly for a week or two, and then slowly drifted back to square one? Yeah, that's not a discipline problem, that's a strategy problem. Most people are trying to lose fat in the hardest way possible. They cut calories too aggressively, they rely on motivation, they do hours of cardio they actually hate, and then they wonder why it never lasts. Here's the truth most people miss. Fat loss is not about doing more, it's actually about doing it less but consistently. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you 5 simple rules that actually work in real life. No extremes, no detoxes, no nonsense, just habits you can actually maintain. And if you don't know me, I'm an online transformation coach, and I've used this exact system to help busy men lose fat and, more importantly, keep it off. All right, so let's get into it. Rule number 1 is where everything starts, and it's move first thing in the morning. Let me ask you something. What do you normally do when you wake up? Do you scroll on your phone? Do you sit down? Do you grab a coffee and stay still for an hour? Now imagine doing the complete opposite, because one of the most powerful fat loss habits you can build is simply moving first thing in the morning. Not a hardcore workout, not a sprint session, just walking. A simple 30 to 45 minute walk, and that's it. Now, before you dismiss this, here's the key point. Fat loss is not built in workouts, it's built in daily movement. Most people underestimate walking because it feels too easy, but easy is the exact point, because easy is repeatable, and repeatable is what creates results. So, quick reality check. Would you rather do a brutal workout for 10 days and quit, or walk every day for a year without thinking about it? Exactly. And here's a bonus tip most people ignore. Get outside in the morning. Natural light first thing helps regulate energy, mood, and consistency. It literally sets your body up to burn fat more efficiently throughout the day. But now let's go one level deeper, because movement alone is not enough. What you eat matters just as much. So rule 2 is to build meals around protein. Let me guess something. You're not actually always hungry. You're just not eating the right foods, because most people build meals backwards. They start with carbs or snacks or whatever is convenient, and then they wonder why they're hungry again an hour later. And here's the fix. Start with protein every single meal. Chicken, eggs, fish, Greek yogurt, lean beef, then build around it with vegetables and high fiber foods, then carbs if needed. Here's why this works so well. Protein is the fill-in macronutrient. It helps you feel satisfied for longer, it reduces cravings without willpower, and it makes the calorie deficit feels almost effortless. Now, listen carefully. This is where most diets fail. They make you hungry on purpose, and hunger is what breaks consistency. So instead of eating less, eat smarter. And speaking of things that people ignore, let's talk about something that silently destroys fat loss, and that is your sleep. So rule number 3 is to fix your sleep. If fat loss had a hidden cheat code, it would be sleep. And yet most people treat it like it doesn't matter at all. Let me be blunt. If your sleep is bad, everything else gets harder. You're hungrier, you're more tired, you crave junk food, and your motivation drops off of a cliff. And training, forget it. You show up, but you don't perform. I know this personally. I know that when I've had a bad night's sleep, I don't train properly. I'm half there mentally. I'm just sat there staring into space half the time and just going through the motions. You don't need more discipline. You need more recovery. So fix the basics, go to bed at a consistent time, cut screen time before sleep, reduce caffeine late in the day. Nothing fancy. Just be consistent, because even small improvements in sleep make fat loss dramatically easier. Now, let's fix something else most people get wrong. They sit too much even if they train. So walk after you eat. This might be the simplest habit in the entire video, but also one of the most powerful. After you eat your meal, get up and walk 10 to 15 minutes, and that's all you need. No intensity, no structure, just movement. Most people eat dinner, they sit down, and then they stay there for the rest of the night, and then they wonder why progress is slow. But when you walk after meals, you keep your body active throughout the day. You improve digestion, you stay more consistent with calorie burn, and here's the best part. It just doesn't feel like exercise. You can listen to music, you can listen to a podcast, or even watch one of my videos. This is where fat loss actually happens, not in the gym, not in motivation, been tiny habits done daily without effort. And now we move to one thing that holds everything together, which is rule 5, which is lift weights consistently. If your goal is just to lose weight, you can do that with diet alone. But if your goal is to look athletic, you need resistant training, because here's the problem most people run into. They lose weight, but they don't like how they look. They feel smaller, but not better. That's because they lost muscle along with fat. So let's fix that. Strength training builds shape, it builds structure, it makes your body look firm, not flat, and you don't need to live in the gym. 3 to 4 sessions per week is more than enough. So focus on basic movements, aggressive overload, getting slightly stronger over time, and that's it. But here's the mindset shift. You're not training to burn calories, you're training to build a body worth keeping the fat off for. And now we bring everything together. So this is the real secret. Let me make this clear. There's no magic fat loss trick, no supplement, no shortcut, no detox. There's only consistency, and that's it. And consistency comes from simple habits. Walking daily, eating protein, sleeping properly, training a few times a week. None of these are exciting. None of them go viral, but together they change everything. Because the people who get lean are not the most motivated, they're the most consistent. So stop looking for shortcuts, start sticking to habits, and let time do the work. And if you're a man aged 30 to 55 who wants to lose fat, build muscle, and improve energy without restrictive diets or spending hours doing cardio, then there's a link below in the description. Watch the video and book a free strategy call with me, and we'll map out exactly what you need. No pressure, just clarity. And if not, that's completely fine too. I appreciate you watching. If this helped you, subscribe for daily content like this and drop a comment telling me what topic you want me to cover next.